this tutorial to basically help you to create a form where only the recipient needs to fill in data. So you have a form, for example, and there's nothing that you need to sign on this form, and you want to make sure that you can still include this form in your workflow. So sending a link to the form may not be sufficient, because then you will only be notified when the form is completed and submitted by the recipient. So what you need to do is have the opportunity to send the form to the recipient, have them fill in all of their data, and then have that form returned to you. So if we go to the templates, I'm just going to filter to one of our demo forms. So my paperless form. Okay. This is the form that we're going to be using today. Now this is a testing form, but this could be equivalent to one of your forms where you can see that the data is only required to be input by the recipient. There's no extra fields that requires a manager's or a director's signature on this. So we go back to the form. So what you want to do is first, make sure that you have decided whether you want to email a final PDF to all recipients, and in this scenario I do. Then you want to have the initiator, and then number 1 set by recipient. Okay, so we click next. Now in this form you can see all of the areas that are supposed to be completed by the recipient of the form. Now here what we've done in the unpositioned fields, this area up here is where you can enter extra boxes like this. And I will remove that one. Yes. So what we've done is we've added this box up here. Now this will not be visible on your form when it is printed and when you receive the PDF document. As you can see, this document here, it's outside of the print area. So this is basically for internal use only. And what I've done here is I've entered the candidate name. Now in this, it will enable you to see who the form is being sent to. Yeah. And this will be somebody will be able to fill this in, based on the job. If you are, say, for example, the HR director, you only want the candidate to fill in this form. You don't need to fill in any parts of the form for yourself, but you want to have visibility of the progress of this form completion in your workflows. Then you add a box like this with some sort of identifying information. So we'll go back here, save. Okay. Now if I go back to this same form, okay, and what I'm going to do is open it. So this is what you would do as the manager when you want to send this form to a candidate. So I'm going to put Cass King, and then I'm going to navigate to the top right hand corner and click finish. And now it's asking for the email of the person who is the next person to complete all of the information within the form. So that would be cass.king. Okay. And then we click submit. Now what your recipient will see is just this form and just the ability to complete all of the sections on this form. Okay, so all done. You'll receive an email copy once it's been approved. So now the next person who's going to be filling in that form will be your candidate. But this extra box at the top, which is the candidate name, for example, you can call it whatever you want. It can be an identifying number, it can be a patient registration number, it can be many things. However you want to see that person's information in your workflows, if it helps to see their name, then use their name. If it helps to see their registration number, then use the registration number. But this will enable you to see the form within your dashboard. So if I go back to my dashboard, let me see. Okay, just going to nip back here. Go back to workflows. Now you can see this is where it has been sent to, which is my email. And if I want to resend the request, then I can. And I can also see the form until they have, once it's, until it's been completed by the candidate or the customer. So you can see here, this is how you do a form which only requires the other person to submit data. I hope this has helped. Please leave your comments underneath if you think this can be explained in a better way. And in the meantime, if you need any further help and support, don't hesitate to contact us at info@signtechforms.com.